Mix 1077, there is Lukas Graham, and of course that is the mega hit, 7 years, here at 442 on this Wednesday, October 19th. Tonight is the night for our Premier Physician Network Concert for a Cure at the Dayton Masonic Auditorium, and the doors are going to open in about an hour and 18 minutes. And that song, 7 years from Lukas Graham. Lukas is in the Mix 1077 studios. Hello, my friend.
Hello, and I can promise you we will sing that song tonight. You know, it's funny you were mentioning it. Oh, you've probably heard this song before. And it's one of the songs I enjoy listening to, for one. Like, that song changed my life.
Yeah.
And then another thing is that it's a one-take recording. And not a lot of artists get to do that ever in their career. Even me, I've done it maybe twice when the demo couldn't be beaten.
Yeah.
So that's it's a nice moment for me every time I get to hear that recording. Because it doesn't sound like that live, you know, then it's a new thing.
Yeah, now that is when you just, because Lukas just told me that right before we went on, that is pretty unheard of for an artist to have a one take that they're happy with, that they want everybody to hear.
Dude, I spent 2 days trying to beat it, because everyone was like, this is a demo recording, and it's on an $85 mic. Like, the one I have in my studio now is like 10 grand. And like, this was just on some cheap Sony thing, and there's something, it's like you can't ever beat a vibe.
Yeah.
I had a long talk with Ryan Tedder, whom I wrote Wish You Were Here with.
Yes.
And we talked about this idea that if you can capture the vibe on a really great mic, that's great. But if you capture the vibe on a cheap, bad mic,
whatever,
it might just beat whatever you can get on the most expensive vocal chain in the world.
Wow. So we had a chance to speak just a couple of weeks ago when you were in LA, and I know you've obviously just released Wish You Were Here with Khalid, and it's awesome. We'll play that here in just a few minutes. But it is mind-blowing to think that that song is 7 years old.
It is 7 years old. Well, it was released 7 years old. The writing of it is a little older. But it's weird, you know? Like 7 years ago, I hadn't ever toured the United States.
Yeah.
And now I've done it like 3 times.
I have a question. As a touring artist, obviously you played shows and you were trying to get yourself out there. How long did it take from when that song started to become a thing? Did you start to see and feel the difference with the crowds?
I mean, we released it 14th, 15th of June, I believe. It was like in Scandinavia, Germany, we released it. And then by December, we'd done Conan O'Brien out in LA.
Yeah.
It was like, so 6 months.
6 months.
7 months after 7 years was released. We started our first U.S. tour. We played the Troubadour in LA and like did venues all over the States.
Wow, you got a thing going on with 7 apparently, huh?
I mean, 7, 9, 13. I know it's lucky numbers, you know, it's like magic.
That's right. Well, it's so great to have you in for our show tonight. I have both of my daughters are huge fans, and they've seen you before. I haven't had a chance to see you live, and folks are. I mean, I believe this is your first time in the Dayton, Ohio market, and
my first time in Ohio.
It's your first time in Ohio.
But I was in Ohio when I was served 3 Grammy nominations.
Oh.
At a random truck stop, changing a diaper on my like 3-month-old baby.
Really?
Yeah, it was the 6th of December. We were driving from Chicago to Philadelphia, and we were right smack bang in the middle of it was like Highway 7 or something.
70.
Yeah, the 70.
Yeah. Wow. So you're on 70, and what's that like? You're changing diapers and you
like,
get 3 Grammy nominations?
Like, you can't even say the word about what was in that diaper on the radio. You know?
Okay, good.
It was surreal. Like being in, getting 3 Grammy nominations is a lifetime achievement, and it's just nice being back in Ohio. It's like I have this humongous memory of being served these 3 nominations on the phone at a truck stop in the 70, right? And I've never been here. We never performed here. We never visited because time is limited. And
right.
I also want to see my kids, and whom I just left in LA last night.
Right. So you have 2 fairly young kids, right?
A 2.5-year-old Billy,
okay,
and a 6-year-old Viola.
Viola and Billy, and they're your heartbeat.
I mean, I like the fact that there's something more important than me in the world, which is something I think human beings only really get to experience that when they have kids, or their siblings have kids, or like when there's these fragile things to take care of.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's a total game changer, to say the least. I remember someone would always tell us it's going to be totally different when you have kids. We're like, yeah, I'm sure. And then you have one, and you're like, oh, got it.
And we've done our best to just do everything with our kids. We've brought them to like New Year's parties and weddings, flown with them, go take them to restaurants, and like postpone the moment when you have to give them an iPad or something, just so everyone else around you can also enjoy their dinner.
Nice.
And I mean, it's a weird thing, because when my father died a decade ago, it was suddenly hard for me not to write songs with my dad in them. And now I'm struggling to not write songs to or about my children all the time, because there is other things in the world besides my dead dad and my two amazing daughters. But it's what's in my frontal lobe. It's what I'm thinking about, so it's what I end up writing about.
Yeah, and I think that's cool, because we're talking to Lukas Graham, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Lukas and his band will be playing tonight at our Premier Physician Network Concert for a Cure. Doors open at 6. The show starts at 7. Lukas will be closing us down and goes on stage about 8:30 tonight. I think it's cool that your fans hear that obviously you're writing about what's in your heart, what's on your mind, and I think that's why you've connected so much. I think that's why 7 years got so big.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just think a whole album about kids, then you're releasing a different type of music. So
Yeah.
I like the broadness of the subject matter that I touch base on, from friends to family to growing up to getting older and like having kids and I don't know, like Wish You Were Here is one of those songs where I stepped out of my own bubble and tried to not write about my dad and not write about my kids, and instead I wrote about all the friends that I can't bring with me when I'm doing stuff like this, you know.
Yeah.
I just we walked around the Oregon district and bought some record. We had a great lunch down around the corner from there. Like, there's just moments that you'd like to share with your friends. Like, I have friends back home who would have killed to be in that record store.
Yeah, it's a great record store, isn't it?
It's huge.
It's-
I mean, I have my suitcases too packed. I brought one of my kids' suitcases as well, so that my wife didn't have to struggle in the airport today with everything.
That's a good dad right there. Good
It's
husband.
like, I can't bring more vinyl home. Like, I'm on the threshold of my weight, you know.
You have your Warner Brothers guy. They'll take care of it. They'll get your stuff.
They'll ship it out.
Well, we had a chance to talk a couple weeks ago about Wish You Were Here, which we're going to play now, and obviously you kind of just summed up what it's about. Do you still kind of get that rush, just that sense like, wow, that thing that I was sitting there and I sort of penned out is now playing on the radio. It's playing out to thousands of people. It's being streamed millions of times. Does that still kind of catch you?
I've never really had this infatuation with numbers. To me, it's usually in the performance or in the writing of it. I said in an interview a few days ago, it's not like, as a writer, when a good song is a good song.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, when do you know it's a hit? And I say, well, it's not all good songs that are hits.
True.
And it's not all hits that are good songs.
True.
And all that is about timing and desire within a listening audience. It's about what's out there on the market and about all these little key moments that add up to creating a hit. But singing Wish You Were Here live and seeing people, we sang it the first time here in August, and I didn't realize it, but I missed singing something unreleased. I missed singing something in front of an audience that then didn't sing along, but rather listened.
Right.
To get that instant, like the silent feedback, which is a great sign for me when you're not hearing the chatter on the side.
Yeah. Right. No, wait, they're talking while I'm singing. What's going on here?
Yeah, which does happen at festivals and even at like my own concerts and stuff. You get someone who's either they have drink too many or they're a little bored or someone needs to go to the restroom, and you just need to not think about that and then sing to the couple in front,
Right.
holding each other, or sing to that dude who's convinced his dad to go with him to a concert or stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're going to have that tonight. We're going to have a great group of people coming to see you tonight, and it all benefits the Noble Circle Project, a great organization helping women thrive beyond cancer here in the Dayton area. So it's pretty awesome. We're going to listen to your new song now. You've been hearing it the last several weeks on Mix 107.7 in the studio with Lukas Graham. Here's Wish You Were Here.